Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and it's day 7002 of the Feisty Festivus. It's not, but there are days that it feels like that. So today is going to be well, I'm trying to think about the best way to explain it. So a lot of you ask me things like, you know, what's your favorite liner, or what's your favorite lipstick, or what's your favorite blush? And that's so hard for me to do because I have such an extensive collection at this point that I don't really have like one favorite most of the time. Most of the time, I have several favorites. But then you ask things like, okay, well, of all the Chanel somethings, which is, you know what, I've started to do, and you're going to get a couple of these, is I'm going to do like all of them. So I did a video with all my bronzers in it, and I'll link that above. I'm going to do one with all my blushes. Kelly from Keep Beauty Real asked me, challenged me to do this for a while ago. Sorry, Kelly, it's taken me a while. That's coming, so I'm going to do all my blushes. I don't think I'm going to do all my lipsticks or all my eyeshadows because I just think that would be insane and it would take me my entire life. But I am going to do a bunch of ranking videos, so I'll have like my favorite nudes, my favorite reds, my favorite eyeshadow palettes, that type of thing. I know I keep looking over here, but I'm thinking to myself as I say that, I'm like, that's a really bad idea, just because I just have so much at this point. But anyway, okay. So what I am going to do today, though, and I'm pretty sure that I've lost my mind, it's possible, I am going to show you all my lip liners. And you'll probably notice I have them in a Nest candle jar, because that's how I prefer to have my stuff. I love the Nest. I love Nest candles. I'm actually gonna have a video on candles as well, but Nest candles are my favorite. This is a former holiday one. I think that's a holiday. Okay, so we're gonna do this by brand. Excuse me as I like get this organized here. All right. So we're gonna do this by brand, and I will swatch them. Now, obviously, on my lips, it's gonna look a little bit different than on my hand, but this is the best way I can do it. I don't really know how else to do it. Okay. So I'll start with ones that are like, I only have one. So this is the Christian Audette Mel Thompson collab, and I have this in Smooches. I'll do it like this. Yeah, okay. That is Smooches. It's a nice brown pink. It's a little bit like the chocolate from Sisley. Really like this one. Okay, knocking stuff over. The next is actually a collab with KKW and Mario. This is lip liner, and what's the shade? That's a good question. It says Beauty Icon. I'll figure out the shade. That one is a warmer toned brown, as you can see. It's the only KKW pencil that I have, so I don't know if I'll be honest, I rarely reach for it, so it's not a favorite by any means. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not a favorite. Okay, next is Lipstick Queen's Nude Lip Liner. And when you see this shade, I mean, I'm not sure how it's nude, but I hate the word nude anyway because, you know, it depends on your skin tone so much. But to me, this looks like a much brighter, pinkier shade. But I have used it a lot, you can tell. I've had it for quite some time. Next is the Bobbi Brown in Pink Mauve. This is actually a really, really pretty shade. Let me make it a little thicker. I really like that shade. It's exactly how it's described, a pinky mauve. I like Bobbi Brown products. I just don't have a ton of them. You know, it's just not in the core of things that I buy, but I do like most of the Bobbi Brown that I use. This is the Giorgio Armani, and this is in number 2. This is actually one of my favorite colors of all time. This one here. It's a very like warm auburn shade. It looks actually kind of similar to the Bobbi Brown. And you can see I've used it quite often because it's really tiny. I need to get another one of these. Next is, oh, actually I do have another Bobbi Brown. Interesting. Okay, this one is in rose. I didn't realize I had 2 Bobbi Browns. This is definitely like a rose pinky shade. I have 2 Bobbi Browns. Sorry, that should have come later since these are one and dones, but oh well. Victoria Beckham in number 4. Now I actually am about to order a bunch more of her lip liners. That's the number 4. Actually, I really like her lip liners. They really stay put. I'm going to be picking up her lid lusters, and I'm going to pick up a bunch of her liners as well. And last, you guys are going to be surprised, is the Chantecaille in Natural. And the reason I don't have more Chantecaille is every time I go to pick up a Chantecaille liner, it's sold out. That's Natural. The color that I want is Tone. I actually did pick it up in the sale, so hopefully it will be on its way very, very soon. And I actually missed one. Wayne Goss. I love the Wayne Goss products, but I only have one of his lip liners, and this is in Sepia. The Wayne Goss liners are more, this color is a really great color though. If you look at it, these are like more brown browns, but this one is a nice cool. I think it's got the most in common with Smooches from Audette. It's actually similar to that. It's a really pretty shade. This is my favorite. I actually have tried a couple of the other Wayne Goss liners. Other friends picked them up, and so I have tried them. This was the one that really called to me. So, but I actually do want to pick up more of his liners. Okay, so let's do NARS next. Now, like Bobbi Brown, I have 2 NARS pencils. I have Papa, P-A-P, make sure I'm saying P-A-P-U-A. And similar to Bobbi Brown, I like NARS products. I used to like them a lot more. This one has like a cooler undertone. It's pretty. I do actually like that shade, as you can see. I've actually used it quite often. And the other one is in, that's interesting. It says Precision Lip Liner and it has no shade. I'll have to find out what shade it is. Oh, here we go. No, it's not on here. That is so odd. How does it not have a shade number? I'll figure it out, but that's the shade. You can see there's some commonality to a lot of these pinky brown shades. Like the rose in the Bobbi Brown is one of the few that's like really very different, but so far you have a lot of similarities between these shades. Okay. MAC. I have 2 MAC pencils. I have Spice, which, you know, was kind of like a shade that everyone had. Let's see the best place to, I guess I could put them like this. Make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, okay. Spice. Spice was a shade that everyone had. Spice is exactly what it sounds like. It's like a warm, spicy brown. And the other shade I have, no, actually that's the only shade I have by MAC anymore. Yeah, I think I might have gotten rid of a lot. I did have other ones, but I think I tossed them. Oh no, I do. Here they are. I'm like, where are they? All right. Cultured is the next one by MAC. This is more of a pinky brown color. I actually really like the Cultured. I like the MAC pencils. The MAC pencils are, the Wayne Goss pencils remind me a little bit of the MAC pencils actually. Whirl. They're drier. They're not as smooth. You can see how like some of these went on smoother. These look more like pencil line, but these do stay on. I will say that. This one has a little bit of like a cool, almost a little bit purple undertone, even though it's like brown. Oh Honey, which is kind of a peachy pink shade. Then we have Dervish. One of the few pinker shades that I have, similar to Rose in the Bobbi Brown. It actually has a little bit of shimmer to it. And then Half Red, which I'm going to put over here on this side. Half Red is actually a really pretty shade. It had like this burgundy almost to it. Like, I know it's supposed to be half red, but it's not really red to me. It's kind of got like a plummy brown shade. I really like that one. I don't have too many dark ones, so. All right, Pat McGrath. So, Pat McGrath Contour. I think a lot of us have Contour. That's Contour right there. It's definitely more of a warm toned brown tan shade. We have Supernatural, which is even warmer, more nutmeggy than Contour. We have Brown Nouveau, which I don't think is brown, but it kind of looks a little bit more like the Half Red and MAC. The formulas on the Pat McGraths are excellent. Really smooth, they go on, they stay on. I really like them. Structure. Structure, I think, is my favorite shade in Pat McGrath. It's just a really good brown pink. It works really well for me. And then last is a Buff. That's Buff. My swatches are getting thicker as we go along. But I love all those shades. Like, those all are our favorites. Okay. Okay. Sisley, I have a couple of Sisleys in here that are repeats, only because I've used them so often that they are like tiny nubs at this point. So let me show you the Sisley. I have 4 of those. Auburn, put them over here. Auburn, right there. Really pretty auburn shade, reddish orange shade. I have Chocolate, which you guys know is my favorite. That's Chocolate. I have nothing that's quite like Chocolate. Like, if you look at the other shades, there are ones that are brown, but this is the one that's like the best real chocolate, like chocolate color. I mean, honestly, guys, gorgeous shade. If you're looking for like the perfect brown, that's it. Rose, which is, you know, pinky rose shade, really pretty. These are my favorite formulas. The Sisley, they are my favorite. The Chanel's are very close second, but Sisley is still my favorite. Then Beige Natural, right here. Excellent, excellent shade. Nice pinky brown. And last but not least, Nude. And this one's a really tiny one at this point. I need to buy more. It's about the shade of my lips, actually. All right. Now, I'm not going to have the names of all of these on my arm, guys. So if you're like interested in going, you're going to have to go back through the video and go and figure out which each one is, because that will just take way too long. All right, let's get into Charlotte Tilbury. Let's see. This is Pillow Talk. Where can we can do it here? Yeah, okay. I can do it like that. All right. Pillow Talk. The original. And I've used that one quite a lot. Iconic Nude, which is actually a really good shade. I really do like Iconic Nude. It's a really good peachy brown. It looks similar to the Beige Natural in Sisley. And the formulas are similar too. I think if I had to choose, I think I would be Sisley 1, Chanel 2, and Charlotte Tilbury 3. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. Pat McGrath is up there too, though. That's a tough one. Okay, Love Trap. It's Love Trap. You can sense the theme here. Lots of pinky browns. Let's see. Hollywood Honey. It's Hollywood Honey right there. One of the darker shades that I actually own. Pillow Talk Medium 2. So it's just the Pillow Talk shades, just got a little bit more depth to it. All right, we're getting there. We've got Chanel left and then we're done. So the first Chanel is Romance, which was actually an eyeliner, but I like it as a lip liner because it works really well as a lip liner. And I think you can see when you look at the shade, I mean, it's got some shimmer to it, definitely, but doesn't that look like a lip liner to you? I mean, I don't know. Looks like a lip liner to me. Okay. One of the few, like, dark shades. I mean, I have a few, but Brune Carmine by Chanel. I have a few dark shades, but there's not, I have a few dark shades, but there's not many. That might be the darkest, or one of the darkest. I don't have any, like, true reds, which is interesting. I need to pick up a true red liner, because I don't have one. Rose Natural. Really pretty. I really like the Rose Natural. Pivone, which is more of a pink. Purpley pink. And the last one, Nude Brune, which is a good brown. All right, guys, I'm gonna hold them all up. Those are all my lip liners. Like I said, I'm not gonna go back in and go through each shade again, but you can go through the video and see all the different shades, and you can see which ones you like. As I said, the formulas, what I would say is Sisley is number 1, Chanel is number 2, Pat McGrath and Charlotte Tilbury 3 and 4, and it's really tough to pick between those. Really, I mean, they're both really good. The Chantecaille I like, but I only have one of them right now, so I don't want to say too much about that. The Max and the Wayne Gosses are very similar in my mind. They are drier formula. They're not as creamy, but they do stay on. So if you like a drier pencil-like feel, I would go with those. The Sisleys, the Chanels have like a creamy feel, and they don't come off, which is pretty awesome. Pat McGrath's, I mean, the Bobbi Browns are pretty good. I do like those. I just don't reach for them as often. NARS, again, like they're not bad. They have more of that pencil feel to them. And the Armani, that one Armani shade, which is the, which number 2, I actually do think that one's kind of unique, and I like that particular shade because it's a shade I haven't seen in like any other color. I think that's it. Those are all of them. And you can refer back to the video to go and see which ones you like. Like I said, I did the ones where I had just one. Then I worked into the ones where I had like 2 or 3. Then I started using like the Max, the Charlotte Tilburys, the Pat McGraths, the Sisleys, and the Chanels. Okay, guys. And I'm sure I'll pick up more soon. If there are liners out there that you think I should absolutely try, I should absolutely pick up, let me know. I would love to try them. There's a bunch that I do not have that I've never tried, and I would love to. And if there's shades that you think that would be like just the perfect shades for me, you can see, for the most part, I like a pinky brown. I have some, you know, mixes in here, but they're mostly plays on this pinky brown kind of shade. I don't have any red liners, just red. Just Glow Firefly, Jen from Just Glow Firefly came up with some really great reds. in a recent video, and there's some liners there that I do need to pick up. I need to do that. I'm gonna get on it, Jen. But if anyone else has, other suggestions, whether it be red liners or anything else, let me know, because I'd love to hear it. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.